Hi, Youth Ministry friends. This is Tim Stanley, the director of MUUUCE for this year, and I just wanted to get a chance to connect with you guys about some of the details and kind of give you an intro MUUUCE video. This year you'll be seeing a few of these. I'm going to do the first one, and then Luke Corthus and Alicia Vella are going to help out with the next couple, and we just want to set you up really well for arriving at MUUUCE and getting ready for MUUUCE this year. And so my whole intent on this is to kind of give you the basic intro of some of the changes in MUUUCE and some of the things that are going on. So hopefully you find this really helpful as you get ready to bring your students to MUUUCE. But this year, August 2nd through the 4th, we'll be having MUUUCE once again. Key changes, several of you have asked what are the key changes in it. We've made a variety of changes this year, none major changes to the schedule, but just tweaks and little changes to the way we've done things. We've made some food changes. We've moved, we're going to have Chick-fil-A this year. Our pizzas are now from Green Mill this year. And then we'll have just some healthier options, anything from carrots to apples, just to kind of go along with the meal so we round out the meals well and feed our middle school friends really well when they arrive. At Valley Fair this year, we've actually shortened up our trip to Valley Fair a little bit because we're getting the feedback from many of you that your students were so tired at the end of Valley Fair that they were falling asleep at the third session. And so we made that adjustment to the schedule. And you can see the schedule, actually the full schedule, below. There's a link that you can click on to see the schedule for this year's event. We've also added a small group time, and we'll give you a little bit more guidance this year than we have in the past. For that extra small group time, we'll have the same as we had last year, but we've added one for the session number 3 at night. We also have this new cell phone policy. Some of you have expressed you're really happy about it. Some of you have some concerns about it. We'll explain it more in a future video, but really the heart behind it is this. We want to take out distractions for our middle school friends who are coming to be at MUUUCE this year. And so we think that taking cell phones kind of out of that will be really healthy for them, but it'll just be healthy for everyone around them as well. And so leaders, you can keep your cell phones. We would ask you to keep it in the leader lounge area. And we're really excited to give kids the permission to not be connected on social media and their phones, and we think it's going to be awesome. Our speaker this year is a guy named Leonard Davis. I originally met Leonard with my Young Life Connections. Leonard's just this phenomenal guy, phenomenal communicator. He's a youth pastor, but also works on Young Life staff as well in Kansas City, Missouri. And so we're really excited to have Leonard with us during this time. And then just some logistics. Several of you have reached out to me about forms, and so I got kind of this official statement from Sandra, who is running a lot of our forms, and she just said the youth pastors should have their students complete the student registration forms, and then you guys will need to, as the youth pastors and youth workers, go onto the registration site. And then you'll enter the students onto there. Do not have the students register themselves. You'll need to register them as the youth pastor or youth worker. And then the youth pastor will also have all the adults register through that website as well. They'll register, you will, and because we'll have to have background checks done on every one of them within the last 2 years. And make sure that somebody signs off on from your church on every adult that their background check is actually done and has been completed by you. And then those forms are sent to Crossroads, and then we ask that the payment, when you register your group, that the payment come within 5 days of that actual registering. And then you can go back and forth and still register until the deadline or we're full. Somebody asked about the deadline for MUUUCE this year. It had been put on July 21st, but that's when you guys get back from Chick. And so we've just decided, hey, we'll give you until July 27th to turn those in. If you have them earlier, that would be amazing. Again, just a simple reminder that adult to student ratio is 1:8. And if you don't have enough adults, please just make sure that you find a church that can walk alongside of your guys or your ladies, depending on your specific leader needs. We're praying for you. We're excited about this year of MUUUCE. There's lots planned, lots of new surprises, but also some of the old things that you've known about MUUUCE. One last thing, we get a question about theme this year. We decided that instead of overly theming MUUUCE, that we just kind of have this general MUUUCE theme, and that would allow us to kind of keep some costs down just when it comes to design and decorating every year, and just be able to provide just some amazing MUUUCE kind of signature items that you'll see this year kicked out. And we're excited for MUUUCE. I hope you are. We're praying for you. We're praying for your students. We'll have more details to come. The next time you should hear from Luke and Leisha about a couple more things regarding MUUUCE. Talk to you soon.